Hey, y'all. Okay, so this is the exciting thing. A year ago, we left our house in California. We left our HOA behind, heading to a homestead. And you know what happened? A lot. A lot happened since I left that beautiful home in that beautiful community. And I'm just sitting here thinking, wow, it's been a year. Now, we haven't been here for a year because remember, there was a couple months of travel time or homelessness time, you know, and that's where, I mean, our story really begins when we got here. But there was some stuff that happened in the journey, emotionally and mentally, just leaving your house behind and not having a new home to go to. And, previous moves, I would just, we're within a couple hours. I would just drive to wherever I was going and then unpack and be there. And so there was no feeling of I don't have a home. There was the feeling of this is new and I have to settle in, but there was never the feeling of like, whoa, what if this goes wrong? What if I don't like this? We took a huge leap of faith. And I look back at it and this morning just woke up and I was so grateful that we had such an awesome realtor. For my friends back in Cali, let me know if you need her. Her name is Christine and she's a rock star. But like having a realtor who supported us in our desire to push our property to the max to get what we needed out of it so that we could begin a new life. And I am 100% happy with our decision to come across the country. I am 100% satisfied that we are not where we were. Albeit it was a beautiful place and a beautiful home with awesome neighbors that we loved. But this is like a gift from God that I did not anticipate being anywhere near as awesome as it truly is. So I'm going to go do morning chores because that's our new life. But I just wanted to share with you how much better it is for us now that we are just not living that life anymore. It's not the constant grind. It's not hot and dry and icky. It's actually hot and wet and sometimes icky, but so worth it. And I know some of you are not sure if you're ready to make the jump or make the leap or take that big step in your life. And I just hope that you pray about it, get solid, and then once you make the decision, ride the wave, because there will be highs and lows. There will be scary parts where you don't have a home and you don't know where you're going and it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you're still driving and you just need a place to stay, and the hotel you thought you were going to stay at, you drove past an hour ago. So you're just on the road, and there'll be crazy moments like that. There'll be moments where you get to take in beautiful parts of the countryside. There'll be moments where you get to your new house and you're like, whoa, this is not what I expected. Or, whoa, this is exactly what I expected. Either way, it's going to be highs and lows and ups and downs. And you got to be brave. You got to be courageous. You got to do what you're called to do. And I feel like some of us have been called to go out, become more self-sustaining, right? Like, be able to feed your family without going to the grocery store. That's huge. Be able to take care of the land and take care of those animals if you eat them or if you don't. Like we're not eating our goats, but we take great care of them because we're going to use them to eat the brush, which will clear room for more livestock that we might eat, and it'll clear room for more gardening. I just feel really happy to be where we are and really grateful, that Brian was on board and he was like, yep, we'll leave everything we know behind and get in a car and drive till we eventually find a place to live. Hopefully the place we picked closes, even though it was a roller coaster of a home purchase. We'll just go for it. And if it doesn't work out, we'll do the next right thing. So anyway, I hope you all are having a great day. I hope you're having a beautiful, beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this. And I just want to say, take the leap, jump, get in the car, pack your things, sell everything you can. Don't give it all away. Sell some of it. You're going to need the money when you get to your new place because you're going to have to buy a whole lot of things you don't even know about. I should probably make a video about things we didn't know we had to buy. So I'll share that with you soon, but that's it. We love you. Well, today's the day. It's day one. We have arrived at our new property and it's amazing. So we are super excited to see it and we thought we would show you guys the house. So right now I'm standing on our porch, our back porch, and it's just glorious out here. It's like a really nice, well-maintained, well-groomed hillside. I don't know if you can see way up there. There's a, there we go. There's like a rabbit hutch. So we're getting rabbits. We're getting so many things. We're just like overwhelmed with joy and I'm so excited to share all the things that are coming. And I just want to tell you everything about it. I just want to walk you through every room and show you every little detail of what I loved and what I am excited to change. And there's just so much that has already been put into this house. And I am really grateful to the family that is selling us their home because this is a home. It clearly wasn't just a house to them. So we are going to put so much soul into this thing and we're excited. So let's go take a look. This is a slightly better shot of the whole deck so you can see it's not tiny, but it's definitely not huge. So I think this will be a really doable project. I think I'll just clean it really, really well at the bottom where some grass and some debris has got on it. Like, obviously you don't want to stain anything that's got dirt or debris. You got to get it as clean as you possibly can. And then we want to protect it. So this will be quite a project, but I feel like it's something that I can do and that I won't need a ton of help from Brian until I get a little higher up. We are gonna clean and start getting stuff ready. We ran this morning over to Walmart and we picked up trash cans and cleaning supplies. We stopped and got Subway for lunch.
Coffee maker.
Brian is unpacking our awesome new coffee maker because we left everything behind when we moved here. We gave everything we own away. The amazing furniture that you see here, the seller left that for us. So we have their furniture, that awesome huge curved TV. So this family that has, sorry for the loudness, has decided to share their house with us. They are so sweet. They brought all these blocks out and gave Bennett a fishing pole and they got worms. So he got to go up to the pond and fish. Like, these people are insanely cool. We're just really, really blessed to have inherited a home from someone who put their heart and soul into it and really loved this property and automatically loved our sweet baby Bennett. How many blocks do you have? You have 6. Do you really have 2? 1 in each hand? You have 6. Okay, we'll go with it. We're working on numbers still and colors. Good morning, everybody. Just hanging out. Having a cup of coffee in my Starbucks mug. It's actually really delicious coffee. And we made it at home. Because there is no Starbucks drive-thru around here. Definitely not something we're going to be getting very often. Like, hardly ever, I'm sure. So thank God we found a good cup of coffee. And I'm also grateful that we have a coffee maker that seems to be pretty awesome. I woke up this morning and I sat on my deck and I chilled in my chair over here and I watched the sunrise. And this is what our plan is for probably our first renovation to the house, just because it has to be done before winter. We're trying to make sure we get everything safely protected. So we're outside taking a look at some of the materials that were left over by the barn. Looks like there's some gutters over here. And I was a little bit shocked, seeing as there's no brick on the house, to come over and see this huge pile of like junk concrete. And these like pieces of someone's patio, and then tons of ruined, crushed brick. Now, I don't know what in the world all this is doing here. I don't know how to get rid of it. I don't know how to repurpose it. I mean, that's a lot of junk. Flat out garbage junk. So I've got some ideas. I was thinking we could organize the bricks that are semi-complete and try to make like a little mini retaining wall and plant some flowers. You know, pour dirt behind it, and then I don't know, guys. Do you have any ideas what to do with this pile of just scrap brick? They're not, I mean, most of it's not whole bricks. There's tons of just like broken brick. I think this is just somebody dumped their junk. So anyway, let me know what your thoughts are. I would love some suggestions on like how to repurpose this. You like bricks? Are you gonna jump? The original building blocks. We just stacked a few up on this board because we're just wearing out our toddler. And play blocks are great. Does working with all that brick make you tired? You gotta find a little soft spot to lay down. I think we need an umbrella to shade you, little baby.
Umbrella?
Yeah. Would an umbrella be nice to keep the sun off you?
Uh-huh.
Want Mommy to get one?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I love you. Good morning. Okay, so it's really foggy and not super sunny out, and I'm sitting in the car. I get up pretty early every morning and I try to sneak out without waking the baby up. And so last night we talked about it. Brian has been working at the kitchen counter. Now, that just doesn't work. Like, let me just tell you, that does not work. So the problem I'm having is that the baby wants to play and we want to watch a show and I want to do dishes and I want to cook. And if I think of something, I want to say it to him because he's right there. So that doesn't work because he's trying to get his work done. He can't concentrate. I don't like having him sitting there all day in, like, I need my space to be able to just be. I can't have to be quiet all day, so it's just not working. Now, our moving company has still not delivered our stuff, which means that it's been, I think, 23 business days past the date that they were supposed to have sent it to us. So here we are sitting in a house with only the stuff that we've gone and purchased because we have nothing. We had a couple suitcases. I did haul that tiny U-Haul trailer. And what I actually found in the U-Haul trailer, in a 5-gallon bucket, I had shoved a crock pot. Like a tiny little, like, round, small crock pot. So I made a pot roast in my tiny crock pot that I usually use for, like, parties to serve meatballs. So anyway, it's early in the morning. And I just snuck out and I tried to get down to Walmart because I'm going to buy a table, like an inexpensive folding table. And I don't know if they're going to have a chair or anything else, but if they do have something that he can sit on that's somewhat more comfortable than the one folding chair we have from, like, Costco, I'm gonna see if I can find him anything to sit on because I'm gonna throw him in the room that will be the office with a folding table and he can start working in there. And so, yeah, here I am, first thing in the morning. And as I'm driving here, the only station that really comes in is country music. Because we're in the country. And so I'm driving along, and the country music's on. And I did hear some Christian music the other day, but I couldn't find it today when I was, like, going through. So I'm listening to country music, and I'm driving down the road, and I'm going to Walmart, and I'm feeling like, whoa, this is so country. It's kind of a shock. Like, I don't even know, you know, like, they don't have any other stores here. Like, there's no other store. I mean, there's, like, a couple of fast food places. There's like a Bridgeport Motors where you buy tractors and stuff. I think further down, maybe like another 10 minutes, there's maybe a Tractor Supply which I totally want to go check out. We did see one in Charleston, West Virginia, or like Beckley. I don't know, some town near Charleston, Huntington. I don't even know where things are at this point. I'm kind of over mapped out and driving, so I'm just staying kind of close to our house and getting what we need and going home. So it's just kind of ridiculous, but here I am, first thing in the morning, driving down a gravel road with potholes and mud puddles and heading to Walmart to buy a folding table. Oh, and just to top it all off, I'm wearing what I slept in because I'm so classy, and it's Brian's Carhartt. I'm wearing one of hubby's shirts because everybody loves hubby shirts, but it's funny that I'm in a Carhartt in public and it doesn't matter. It's totally normal here, totally fine. No one's gonna judge. Hi guys, we are just chilling. Some of us are chilling, some of us are chasing the dog who's trying to rest after a nice long hike. We went all the way out. There's like, I don't know, a quad trail. And so we went all the way out and tried to walk up that, and this little kid, let me tell you, he has like 5 minutes of go, 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 and then it's like, Mommy, carry me. But they just are having a blast together, these two. I just love having them together, and I love that she's so happy here, and he's just like chasing his dog around. Something special about a boy and his dog, right? So this is our little, it's not too little, duck hutch. I guess that's what you would call it, like a duck house. So it's got a cyclone, like outdoor play area with a perch in it. And then it needs some love. I mean, it needs sanded and restained or repainted. Trying to get this thing open. But I mean, it was well made when they made it, so it's really big. I mean, like, really big. Bennett, do you see where the ducks are gonna live? Where? In there? Do you like it in there? This kid loves anything that moves. He loves tools. You see the shavings? They used to have ducks in here. There's some feathers too. So this will get cleaned out really well, and then we'll see what we can do. There's a little entrance to this play yard thing on the other side. I'm sure they call it something other than a play yard. Outdoor run. A duck run, like a chicken run. I'm calling it a play yard. So anyway, there's still a lot of cleaning to do. And we have to clean the shavings off baby now. Bennett, you getting them off? Do you have shavings on you, baby? Let me see. Look at me. Look at me. Look at Mom. Did you get them all? Not quite, huh?
Okay.
Hang on, we don't want to get more because look what's over here. Some sort of roach. Gross. And then look at the size of that thing. You guys can't tell, but that's probably, I mean, bigger, much bigger than a silver dollar, so a little bit yuck. Check out our rabbit coop and duck pens. Fully built, they've got perches. They're pretty darn cute. And of course the ducks are located right by our pond, which is so cute with a little bench. Hard to tell it's a pond unless I go up over the hill because it's got a lot of lily pads on it right now. But it's really beautiful. What you doing, Bug? You walking up a big hill? So they said that it was just some goat fertilizer and some rabbit fertilizer, and they just dumped a pile of it up here and they were going to use it to fertilize this whole grass hill, like naturally, but they didn't get to it. And the pile grew them all of these pumpkins. And there are more coming. Like there's another big guy in here that's still pretty dark green. So I'm wondering how big he's gonna get. But how cool is that? Just like a ton of pumpkins in here. So we are pretty dang excited that we get to have some real fall this year. So just for reference, that's not a miniature car, that's a Jeep Grand Cherokee. And that's our big old beautiful new house. And this is my sweet husband. Brian has lit his burn barrel for the very first time. We're from California. You can't have a burn barrel. Imagine that in your HOA. Every neighbor would be freaking out, calling the fire department. Like, that's just not acceptable. So we're up here sitting, watching the sunset. Like, it's glorious, right? And this guy's over here lighting things on fire. So Bennett is just gonna mow the lawns. And while he's figuring that out, Daddy, what are you about to burn?
The cat box.
How much do we hate this cat box?
This much. We won't miss the cat box.
It has been. We're so glad to be here. Not having to put your cat in a box and drag him from hotel room to the Jeep, and from Jeep to the next hotel room for 6 full weeks. Burn, baby, burn. Bennett, do you see the cat box burning? Do you see a fire? He's like, Mom, fire's cool, but I got a lawnmower. Look at this guy. He's trying to figure out how to turn it on. He's so smart. So we're watching this glorious sunset. Just a tiny bit up the hill in front of the house here. And it's like the most beautiful pinky orange color. And we're loving it. We're absolutely loving it. This place is so cool. It's totally peaceful. My toddler is just like the king of the outdoors. Y'all, I'm feeling so country right now. It's just ridiculous. We got a gorgeous moon up there. There's a camper over there that we don't even know who it belongs to. But we're hoping that it's on our property so we can get rid of it. That would be great. It's just kind of an eyesore. Clearly no one's staying in it. And then we just found this really crazy shed that I'll show you tomorrow. They made it out of tarps. And it's filled with like old building materials. That's over by that flag. And we just thought about like, what would we put up on this little flat clearing that's hidden behind the trees? It's just like 10 feet further past the clearing, right into that little drive, right over here. It's flat, it's level, goes right to the driveway. Horse trailer parking. So we're stoked. We found a place that we can park the trailer. It's out of the way, it's protected. And we can even put up like a little mini pole barn or something, carport to cover it, keep it safe and not constantly rained on. But we just thought that was so interesting to see how we're finding more and more little treasures all over the property. So many things to look at. Black Beauty. Oh, how we love her. She got us safely across the country. But the sun is pretty much down, so I am going to call it a night. Good night, y'all. We love you. Is he rolling the paint on? Do you want to be a helper, Bennett? You're doing so good. Good job. Are you rolling your paint on? So, babe, what do you think of the weather?
It's warm.
How warm?
Too warm.
Like dripping sweat warm?
Like sweat blind. Have you heard of this?
Sweat blind? Is that when the sweat gets in your eyes?
You can't dry your eyes because of your glasses, but they're just pouring in.
I feel like it was so humid and I was sweating that my glasses were fogging up.
Yes. But now we get the reward for doing all the trim work.
I know. I feel like these gorgeous guardrails, handrails are a massive amount of work because you have to disassemble them to properly stain. When a normal deck, you would just stain around it and go forward. But this is, as you can see, the panels are open on some because we have to reassemble them, but seeing as our supplies still haven't arrived, we're doing what we can with what we've got. And our 2 drills that we scavenged batteries for, batteries are now dead. Of course, we have no charger. So, total safety hazard. We have to keep the baby in the house all the time unless he's with us and we're downstairs. And we just don't go out this door. We go out our other deck. But it's been quite an experience. It's taken us 2 days, and we ran into a little snag this morning. This is a water-based stain, and there's so much moisture that we stopped working too late last night, and the water settled, like the dew point, like it settled on top of the deck. And when I went out to touch it this morning, it was just, the paint came right up. The stain just lifted right up all over my hand, so it did not work very well. But we're hoping that this will suck up a coat, and we may even get to put a second coat on before the movers show up today with all of our supplies. Wouldn't that be great, babe? A second coat today?
No comment.
You don't want to have to do it because you're so freaking hot. I totally get you. All of our artwork is broken. It showed up just filled with glass. Broken glass everywhere. So that's a shame. So we have massive amounts of stuff being piled in. Hi friends, I feel like we have totally reached that point where we're tired, so tired. You know, whenever you move, anybody who's ever moved more than once in their life knows that unpacking is so hard because there's clutter everywhere. And it's just a huge amount of stuff, like the stuff that doesn't really have a home. You don't know where it goes. Hey, Ash. Hi, baby. Checking it all out. Just so much stuff. And like everywhere you look, more stuff. And more stuff. Like our life is more cluttered right now than I hope it will ever be again. Until we move again eventually one day, maybe. But for now, this really is just the point you hit where you're done. You're just done. There's clothes everywhere. There's supplies everywhere. Utterly exhausting. But we're so grateful. I mean, I'm tired because something good happened. It's different than when you're tired because something bad happened. It's a different level of exhaustion. It's not that emotional exhaustion. This is physical, right? We worked hard the last few days. We stained the deck and played with baby and explored our land. And oh no, please don't get into the forks, sir. We got to put the forks away. Can you put a fork in the box? I'll take that as a no. All right, I'm gonna go tackle the disaster of toddler forkness. Baby, what are you doing with those forks? Are you opening them up? Can I have them back, please? How many are there? How many forks do you have, pal? Oh, that's a good spot for forks. I like that spot for forks. I took your forks, but I gave you back some water. You need. Hi, Munchkin. Mommy loves you so much. The cartoons get him every time.
Let's go, Mommy. Where at?
Where did the pumpkin go? Looks like how many pumpkins are there? 6 or 1, 2? 6. There's a lot, huh? Ben, is 6 your favorite number?
No.
Oh, look, a rock. Shocker, we found a rock to play with.
Yeah.
Did you say hi to your pumpkins? Hi, pumpkins, we love you.
Ducks. What's that?
You want ducks?
What's that?
We're gonna,
Go, Mommy.
we gotta paint this
What's that go?
duck coop, huh?
What's that go? What's that go? What's that go, Mommy?
What, baby?
What
Go slow.
pumpkin, Mommy?
Oh, another pumpkin?
Not pumpkin, Mom.
I think there's actually a variety of pumpkins in here because there's several different ones. Like this one is like, looks like a calabacita squash, only really huge. And then there's a pumpkin down there that's like super, super dark, dark green. I'm gonna go show the dark green one, K-Bug?
That's green.
Yeah, the one that's over here, that's so dark. Yeah, that's a good one. You found so many. And then see this guy in here? That thing is huge, and it's like dark, dark forest green. So I can see though that looks like a little bit of powdery mildew is coming in here. Not much, but a little bit. So I'm tempted to like put some gloves on, come out here and really just rip out half the leaves so that that one vine doesn't kill everything else. But they will still produce and we will still get pumpkins. And seeing as this is our free pumpkin patch gift from the goat and rabbit fertilizer, we should be okay. But I gotta stop this video and go chase down that little munchkin who's by the pond. So we're up here at the top of the hill, and I'd like to clear back to the base of these trees so that we have a little shaded area to sit for the spring and summer. We could even plant, like, if we cleared out really good, we could... You hear beeping backing up? He hears, hopefully, Amazon coming to drop off our new microwave. Bennett, is the rain coming on us? Say God bless you, Maggie? Yeah, she sneezed, huh, Pie? Magpie, did you sneeze? You okay? Good girl. So we are up here and I'm just enjoying this glorious view. It is raining. Go slow, Bennett. Let me hold your hand, buddy. Let me hold your hand. It's really, really steep. Look, someone's coming to our house. Do you think it could be our new microwave? Here, hold this with the other hand. Not a huge fan of microwaves in general. Pretty much hate microwave food. But my husband likes to use a microwave, and I like to reheat coffee because I feel like I never get to have hot coffee. So we'll see how it goes. But God bless you guys. We love you. See you soon.